Welcome to Sinbin Stream. Today in MLB baseball action. Game 3 between the Detroit Tigers and New York Mets. Mets have taken the first two games of this series in New York. And we are on getaway day, trying to test the audio now and get everything set up. Sorry, a little late, but we got it now. I need to resize this. This was set up for hockey. All right, now I think we're set. Let's check the audio real quick. Hopefully I'm... All right, there we go. Let's fix the chat. All right. Chance, what's up? How's it going? I saw your call of that Blue Jays Grand Slam. Well done. We had some stuff in before the start, but now I can't highlight it. I saw somebody was in early. It's probably Ricky. All right, have we done the anthems? Do they even broadcast the anthems on baseball? I don't think they do, if I'm being honest. Anthem, I should say, not anthems. All right, let's go through the lineups. Huh. Weird. I didn't do it. I don't think anybody modded. Maybe. I don't know. If it was Peter or somebody, I'll speak on it. I don't have any problem with anything you say. Sorry if that was a mod. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I can't undo that either, which is a bummer. I'll tell Peter to leave me alone. Sorry about that. Kieran, what's up? Hello. Is the baseball on screen? Trying to effort that. What's up? How's it going, Kieran? Thanks for being here. All right, let's go through. It's McLean on the mound for the Mets. All right, the Tigers send up McGonigal, Keith, Green, Dingler, Workman, McKinstry, Torkelson, Perez, Rogers, Dingler, the DH. Montero on the mound for Detroit. For the Mets, is it Benji or Bang? I'll have to listen. Bang or Benji? Bichette, Soto, Vientos, Melendez, Beatty, Semien, Ewing, and Sanger. Soto, the DH. Again, McLean on the mound. McLean, 1-2, 2.78 ERA and 8 starts. 45 and a third innings pitched for the right-hander. 57 strikeouts, .90. Opponents OPS 525. I don't know all these numbers. Detroit in their road looks like dark blue tops, or sorry, uniforms, jerseys. Yeah, I think it was more a reaction to that. Shoot. Alex guy. I finally banned Alex. I couldn't do it. What's up, Hot Wax? How's it going? I think we're just about set finally. Forgot to put up first pitch 12:10. I'm streaming, so I'm behind. We are on the Tigers feed. Strike one taken. I may have to take the Mets feed, see if it's any further ahead. Yeah, we're behind 3 pitches already. Low and inside. Evens the count. 1-1. Yeah, maybe I'll switch at the half inning, see if the Mets feed's faster. Fouled it off. That was a sweeper. 82. Mets in their home jerseys, the white with the blue pinstripes. Righty against lefty, way outside, evens the count, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Fly down the left field line, foul by the tarp. We'll do it again. Yeah, these Tigers, yeah, my hat is really faded. These are really dark unis and really like dark navy. I mean, I know that's my home Tigers hat is blue. I think the Tigers and the Cardinals, I've got the home and the road hat. Right down the middle, a sweeper, 83. Swung on and missed. That's the first out of the game. That was a nasty pitch. I thought that was down. They were saying that was up in the zone. Live, I guess I got fooled. I thought that was down the middle. First pitch, a sinker slides outside, 1-0. Might have been a touch high. Boy, I hope my voice lasts for tonight's doubleheader in hockey. Holy cow. All right, let's see if we're live. 2-0. They were showing replays. I think they missed the pitch. All right, yeah, we'll try the Mets broadcast next. Swung on a miss, 4-seam, 2-1. All right, can we stop showing his last start and he works quickly. You guys are going to miss a pitch. Righty against lefty. Keith takes a 4-seam up high and inside, 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Outside, he walked him. Ball 4. Runner at first, 1 out. That'll bring up McLean. I'm sorry, McLean's the pitcher. Riley Green, 325 average, 4 homers, 22 RBI in 43 games. He's 4 for 9 this series, 2 RBI. Left-handed batter's box, or the righty delivers. McLean upstairs, 4-seam, 1-0. Excuse me. Runner at first, 1 out. Sweeper ends up right down the middle, 83. Strike 1 taken. His sweeper has... That's a lot of action there. Late break, too. The 1-1 upstairs, ball 2, 4-seam, 97. 2-1 the count. Yeah, I'm assuming they still wear this on the road. The helmet is that way. I'll have to take a look. I forgot. Line to right. That's a hit. Will he hit? The runner hit the third. He will. First and third, Tigers at the corners with 1 out. That'll bring up the DH, Dingler. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. Hurry up before the next pitch. There you go. Runners at the corners, a walk and a 1 out single to right. Moved the runner to third. Sweeper way outside, 86, 1-0. Dingler, 241 average on the season in 37 games. 7 home runs, 27 RBIs. Ah, shoot, missed his for the series numbers. 1-0, fouled away on a sinker, 95. Evens the count, 1-1. I forgot what's on the back. Oh, it says Tigers in orange. Okay. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the third base line, foul. 1-2 the count with 1 out. In the top of the first. I don't know where these strings are huge. 1 out. Runners at the corners. 1-2 pitch. Grounded, fouled off the near the dugout, near the camera well. Still 1-2. I think I got an audio check. Into center, but actually into right. Second baseman catches it for out number 2. Dang. 2 outs, runners at the corner. Mets defense, Melendez, Ewing, Benji in right. That's left to right. Third to first, Beatty, Bichette, Semien, and Vientos. Hayden Sanger is your catcher. Our righty versus a lefty. Again, Workman, 286 average. In the air to left center. Back at the track. Gone. A 3-run bomb for the Tigers. Wow. And it's 2 outs in the top of the first, but the damage is done. 3 runs on 2 hits and a walk. A 3-run opposite field home run. Wow. Just like that. What a hit. Got all of that one. Strike 1, a 4-seam to McKinstry, who's hitting 177. That was Workman on the bomb to left. Fly just short of the track to center for out number 3, but the Tigers pick up 3 runs on 2 hits and a walk, leave none. We head to the bottom of the first. 3-0. Tigers, Mets coming to bat. All right, let's catch up on the chat. Wow. What a hit. All right, we need to check the scoreboard quick, then I'll catch up on the chat. In Pittsburgh, Pirates 3, Rockies 0, top of the third. In Cincinnati, Reds 2, Nationals 0, bottom third. Marlins Twins from Minneapolis, another 20 minutes. Same with Padres at Brewers in Milwaukee. Mariners at Astros in Houston, about 50 minutes. Cardinals A's, 2:05 Central. The rest, 5:45 or later. Cubs play the Braves, and then they play the White Sox next. All right, let's catch up on the chat. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate it. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, let's see. I've been to Wrigley. Well, I've been to Wrigley, Comiskey Park, New Comiskey Park, whatever they call it, right? I've been to the Metrodome for a game. I've been to. No, I missed Tiger Stadium, didn't I? Oh, that bugs me still. I've been to the Sky Dome when it was the Sky Dome, and I've been to Fenway. I think that and old Yankee Stadium. No. I don't have to highlight it. I love how it took design edits from the Polo Grounds. Yeah, and the outside facade, I think, right? All right, 0-1, strike one taken. Sorry, back to the game. Grounded to second. To first, bad throw. Runner on first. Wide of the base towards the home plate side. Oh, the Tigers have an orange brim. That's kind of cool. I don't have that. I don't know what happened. Just a bad throw, and the first baseman couldn't get to the ball. Like the kind of went between the pitcher and the catcher. That should be an error. Wait, why did MLB? Oh no, yeah. Never mind. Thought they gave the error to the wrong team. So the leadoff runner is on for the Mets due to a throwing error on the second baseman. Unless they said fielding on the first baseman. I kind of doubt it. All right, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, slider in there, taken 1-1. I'll catch up on the chat next inning. Montero, the pitcher. Bichette, the hitter. Seems weird seeing a Bichette playing short. Thinking of his dad, probably. Ooh, slider. I guess that did catch the bottom of the box. Taken 1-2. Montero 2-2. Record 3.18 ERA. Opponent's OPS 594. And fouled out of play on a four seam 93. I forgot to go try the Mets feed. So we seem to be a few pitches behind with Detroit's. Yeah, so they have this hat, but it's got an orange button and an orange brim. It's pretty sweet looking, actually. Looping knuckle curve, 80 out of the zone, outside, 2-2 the count. Bichette 224 average for the Mets. Here's the 2-2. Fouled it off a slider. We'll do it again. Excuse me. Green, Perez, McKinstry in the Tigers outfield. Keith, McGonigal, Workman, Torkelson from third to first in the infield. Jake Rogers is your catcher. Here's the pitch. He must have fouled it off. Four seam. Still 2-2. Still Bichette. Why does it say? Okay. Here's the pitch. Bottom of the zone. Caught him looking. He's challenging. He's going to lose it. I don't even need to see the replay. That was clearly a strike. Mets already down a challenge. Wow. That wasn't even close. Like, just a shaving of the bottom of the ball was out of the zone. So more than 75% was in. Bad challenge by the Mets. All right, that'll bring up Soto, the designated hitter, with 1 out and a runner at first due to the error by the Tigers' deep infield. Strike one, a four-seam taken. 0-1 the count. In the air, left field, under it for out number 2. 2 outs, runner at first, the cleanup hitter due up. Yeah. Yep. The White Sox got caught as one of the last cookie cutter stadiums, and they paid for it because they've tried to modify that thing to look at less sterile. In the air to center on the first pitch, caught on the run for out number 3. No runs, no hits. They leave 1. We head to the top. Oops. Oh, I guess I already had the second. Pardon me. Top of the second. 3-0 in favor of the Tigers. Yeah, they definitely got to get more creative with design. The one thing I don't understand, you can have the minimum fence length, like to the poles, I think. I want to say it's 325 or something, but why don't they have a minimum height? Like, what's going on in Boston, and I want to say, like, I think Dodgers Stadium, especially down the lines, where you got those 3-foot fences and you can hop over, make the catch, and rob a home run. It's just crazy. That's something that I've never understood why that isn't regulated. Okay, what seriously just happened to my feed? There. Jeez Louise. I'm not one of those types of people spam. Yeah. No, it's fine. We're good, Chance. It's all right. Yeah, thanks. We've got the Tigers home as well. This one's a little bluer. The blue fades on these 47 brand hats, but I like fitted. And I do have a Brooklyn Dodgers. That's cool. You got one. Yeah. I bought a Brooklyn Dodgers. Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, you're welcome. Good job. Yeah, no problem. I forgot to, you know what? Let me get to the Mets broadcast real quick. I want to see if it's faster. Because I feel like the Tigers is a little bit behind. Yeah. That was cool. I saw. That was nice of him. Whoops. All right, 1 out. Yep, strikeout. First batter. Sorry about that. I forgot to strike out. Torkelson struck out swinging. Now Perez is up. First pitch, 0-1. All right, am I still behind is the next question. Liner to second, caught on a nice leaping catch. Not too high. Quickly, 2 up, 2 down for the Tigers in the top of the second. I had to switch. I felt like the Tigers feed was behind on my ESPN Unlimited. Semien with the catch. I got to listen once the next guy comes up. Popped up on the infield, left side, third baseman under it. That was a very fast top of the third. 3 up, 3 down in record timing fashion. We head to the bottom of the second. Still 3-0 in favor of the Tigers. They got that couldn't have been more than maybe 6 pitches, something. Maybe 7. It was definitely under 10. It was very fast. Due up for the Mets, Melendez, Beatty, Semien. All right, we will check the scores. Yeah, how's the weather today? I think we're finally warming up tomorrow. Yeah, this game wasn't sure. They moved. This game was originally supposed to start a half hour earlier, and then they moved it back a half hour because I think New York had rain this morning. We've got a high of 68 today, but oh man, I hope there's not rain. We got rain potential Saturday through Wednesday. I don't want my son's baseball games rained out. Yep. Yeah, no worries, Chance. I appreciate it. No worries. Yep. For sure. Yeah, Dr. Delay's good people covering the Pirates, but he does other games too. Pirates, Steelers, a lot of NFL. He's a good guy. He's helped this channel immensely. I know that. All right, come on. Is the Mets feed behind too? Gosh, I guess so. Oh, it's just that the dimensions were all the same. They're very bland looking, concrete stadiums without much imagination. They all kind of look the same, like Jacobs Field, the new Comiskey Park. There were a bunch of them in the 90s that got built that way. Grounded to the pitcher. He gloves it to the first baseman in time for the first out. Just that the fact that you can lay a template down and cut the stadium, like you would cut a cookie. That's all I meant. It was kind of what they, it's kind of how they were described. Just cookie cutter because they all look the same. See, yeah, like the Mets stadium has a nice exterior. It looks unique. All right, Beatty's up 217, average, 1 homer. First pitch low, ball 1. Okay, I think we're maybe 2 pitches behind. That's much better. The Tigers' feed seemed to be 3 at least. All right. Here's Montero, the 1-0, fouled off an 86. Oh, the Mets don't do pitch type. They just do velocity. Ugh. Well, that's not good. I think them and Toronto are the only feeds I've noticed don't do pitch type. So SNY. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 86. Down low. Yeah, thanks, Chance. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just a term they kind of used, they threw around in the 90s. All those stadiums, the Jacobs Field's a little more unique, but I can't think of the other stadiums that got built that were the same. In the dirt, evens the count, 2-2. Why are we showing, I don't know, this inside joke on the Mets? I may have to go back to the Tigers and just, I'd rather know the pitch type. 2-2. Upstairs, fouled off, 93. Yeah, it seems so weird not to have the pitch type. Like, I thought that was a part of everybody's broadcast. Apparently not. 1 out, nobody on for the Mets, bottom 2. 3-0 Tigers. Montero delivers, fouled off by Beatty, 94, 2-2. Well, yeah, the Royals is more. Yeah, that's a little bit older. I liked it when they had those fountains. I feel like they got rid of the fountains though. I haven't seen the new one in a while, or the newest version, but they're going to be moving. Fouled, out of play. Still 2-2. Montero wants a new ball. So slight delay. Or did he? I don't know. All right. 2-2, 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Way outside. 86, full count, 3-2. All right, Montero with the full count pitch. Upstairs and outside, 86, ball 4. He walked him. 1 out, runner at first. Mets trailing by 3. Pirates 5, Rockies 0, bottom the 3rd. Montero, knuckle curve, 4-seam, 2-seam, slider, and changeup in his arsenal. 2-0 Reds, bottom 4 over the Nats. Strike 1, 85 taken. Semien, 219 average, 2 homers, 13 RBI.
There's not been a stolen base attempt against Montero this year.
94 ball. That was inside. That should have been a strike. Look at the chart here. That's a bad call. Oh my gosh. Fouled it off. 1-2. All right, so other than the fact that it should be 0-2, I guess it didn't hurt that much. Montero, righty, checks the runner at first. Semien, a righty in the right-handed batter's box. Bouncer in the dirt. Evens the count, 2-2. Okay, why are we the Mets broadcast is already driving me crazy. Grounded to third, over to second, over to first, rack them up. 6, 4, 3, double play. No runs, no hits. They don't leave any. We've played 2. We head to the top of the 3rd. Tigers up 3-0. Wait, what? There we go. Oh, okay. I thought somehow they had kind of reworked it. I don't know. But yeah, they're going to be gone from that. I think they want to move to Missouri with I'm sorry, they want to move out of Missouri to Kansas, I think. With the Chiefs. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it in a while. All right. Again, Pirates 6, Rockies 0. All righty. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. If you are, please do me a favor. Hit the like button on the video or the thumbs up. Consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel. Doing one or both does help to get the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It's the same live stream, but it is faster and commercial free. All right, I'm going back to the Tigers broadcast. I don't know. The Mets broadcast left a lot to be desired. Reds 2, Nationals 0, bottom of the fourth. Marlins Twins just underway. And Padres Brewers just underway. All right, 1-1 pitch, foul off. Sorry, I switched broadcasts, so 1-2 the count. McGonigal. All right, yeah, we're a couple pitches behind, but the Mets broadcast was, I'd like to know the pitch types. Bouncer, did it hit him? Changeup, evens the count, 2-2. Apparently it did not. McGonigal, the leadoff hitter for the Tigers. McLean's thrown 33 pitches as he works in the top of the third. Righty against lefty. In the air, left center, on the run, caught for out number 1 by the center fielder, Ewing. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yep. Fouled off first pitch. Out of play. 0-1 to Keith. All right. I think the Tigers feed seems okay now. Keith a walk, his first plate appearance. Upstairs, 79. Misses. 1-1 the count. Oh, did he challenge that? Or no? That looked like he tapped his helmet, but I guess that wasn't a challenge. Upstairs, I don't know why he would. Upstairs, ball 2. Four-seam missed. 2-1 the count. Whoops. Yeah, I just need to get out and back in. It seems to be up to date. Outside, a sweeper miss. 3-1 the count. Rogers Center with the renovations. Yeah, was that Great American Ballpark? Yeah. Swung on and missed. Full count. Sinker. Full count with 1 out. Keith the hitter. He scored on the 3-run homer after he walked and moved to third on a single in the first. Out. Stupid glasses. Oh, caught looking at a sinker. 95, taking strike 3. 2 up, 2 down. The hitter is Dingler, the DH. He's 0 for 1. Oh, sorry. Green is up. My bad. Green 1 for 1. He rips a single into right. He's 2 for 2. Tigers pick up their third hit of the game. A 2-out single in the top of the third. Tigers tomorrow. Yeah. Yep, Yankee. Oh, they play. Yeah, I saw they play the Yankees. Yeah, I'll have to see what game I get next. Yep, Great American. Yep. I'll have to see what game I get next week because I don't know yet. Inside a sinker, 95, just moved off the plate. All right, yeah. I think if I just get out and get back in, we'll be good. All right, Dingler 0 for 1. Righty versus righty. Right down the middle, a sinker, 93. 1-1 the count. Man, I ate lunch, but I'm getting a little hungry already. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Liner to right on the run, caught for out number 3. No runs, a hit. They leave 1. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Mets coming to bat, trailing 3-0. Ewing, Sanger, Benji are due up. Pirates 6, Rocky 0 in Pittsburgh. Is that still PNC Park? Top of the 4th, 1 out for Colorado. In Cincinnati, Reds 6, Nationals 0. They're through 4 innings, heading to the top of the 5th. Marlins got 2 hits, but we're in the bottom of the 1st. Twins coming to bat in Minneapolis. In Milwaukee, Padres have a runner at first, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Mariners Astros in about 23 minutes. Hope you'll be around for hockey tonight. Canadian Sabres, 6:05 live stream, Central Time. Followed by Golden Knights Ducks, 8:50 puck drop. Hopefully we'll get to the live stream at 8:45, but depends on the Canadian Sabres games prior. No hockey Friday and Sunday, so we'll have WNBA action, a doubleheader. Monday, don't know yet. Saturday, we'll at least have Sabres Canadians game 6. See, this MLB extra innings ad makes me nervous. I don't know what's going on here. Feel like we're getting behind. I may just have to randomly get out and get back in every time. We'll have to see how the pitches are. Yeah, this break seems very long. Why does it say event? You know what? It says event about to start. I feel like ESPN backed up on me. This is crazy how bad the ESPN app is. I'm sure we're going to miss something. Oh, I don't know. They don't have anything. There's the first pitch. All right. All right. Did I get on the Tigers feed or is this still... Why are they showing up? Sanger pops up on the first pitch. Oh, foul ball. The first baseman lost it in the sun. The Mets catch a break. That was Torkelson who lost sight of it, staring into the sun. So 0-1 the count. It just went foul. The base runner was nowhere near. I mean... So the catcher ran up, first baseman ran in, and then Torkelson lost it in the sun, even though he's got sunglasses on. All right, Montero delivers low, ball 1, slider missed, 85 miles per hour, 1-1 the count. Hopefully this doesn't bite the Tigers. Grounded back to the pitcher. He's got it. Throws to first. 1-3 on the ground out. 1 up, 1 down. Bottom of the third for the Mets. Jays and Tigers have the same record, but if Tigers win today, they'll be 20-24. Right. Yep. The East is tough. The Tigers, the Jays, and the Orioles. But they're trailing the Yankees and the Rays. But yeah, they're gonna beat up on each other. Popped up the first pitch. Benji, the leadoff hitter, into left field, caught for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Nobody on. Bringing up the second hitter, Bichette, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Pink jersey giveaway, May 16th. Was that Saturday? For the Tigers against the Jays. Fouled off a 94-mile-per-hour sinker for strike 1. Wait, why'd they put ball 1? I think the Tigers broadcast screwed up. Looked like a foul ball. Yep, they fixed it. Outside, 4-seam, 94, 1-1 now. Okay, we got it. Even the paid professionals make mistakes. 1-1 pitch. 2 outs, nobody on. In the air to left. Back short of the track. Out. Caught, or under it and caught for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We've played 3 innings, still 3-0 in favor of the Tigers. Due up is Workman, McKinstry, and Torkelson for the Tigers. Oh, come on. What? This thing froze. Wait, what? Did I miss a home run when I switched? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I blew it. Ugh. My bad. Damn it. Yeah, I shouldn't have switched feeds during the game. I'm so sorry. Let's try this again. I'm an idiot. Sorry, 3-1. They got one. Ewing homered to right field. They were showing the replay, and I thought it was from a previous game. My bad. I screwed up trying. It's because I think ESPN sent me back to the beginning of the game because it said event is about to start, and I thought it was just a commercial break. Ugh. Well, I dropped the ball on that one. But, man, I'm at the mercy of this terrible ESPN app. I'm so sorry. Ewing had the home run in the bottom of the third to right field. I should have paid attention. Sorry, guys. That's a major mistake. All right, the Mets got one in the bottom of the third. Yep. Sorry. I just saw that, Matt. Sorry about that. I blew it. It's because ESPN sent me back to the beginning of the game, and I got back and didn't realize it. Fouled off, strike 1. I should have realized that when they said event is about to start, it was messed up. Liner to right. That's in for a hit. This could be a double. Rounding first to second with a stand-up double. The leadoff hitter for the Tigers, top 4. The leadoff hit for the Tigers. That was Workman. Workman's 2 for 2. 3-run homer in the first and a leadoff double in the fourth. All right, here's the first pitch to McKinstry. Popped it up to short left. On the run. One bouncer to the third. He's thrown out at third. What are you doing? Why were you running? So it's a single plus out advancing. Detroit is thinking of challenging it, right? I think they are. Tag might have been high. If he put his fingers on the side of the bat, I actually think he is safe. I think this will be correct on appeal. As it stands, it is the 5th hit for the Tigers. I think he gets in there before the tag.
It's close. I do think there's enough, though, Andy, don't you, that he's in, that this is a safe ball? I would say his hand is in there.
Yeah, it's too bad his fingers didn't hit the side, but I know you're going to jam your finger doing that. I just don't understand why he's going and making the first out at third. You don't want to make the first or third out at third. Second out, I understand. This is close. Yeah, I think they're going to win this. Tigers announcers think he's safe. Yeah, exactly. Yep, sorry, Matt. Thank you. Yep, sorry, Kieran. Again, I got screwed up by ESPN. They were at the beginning of the game. It said event about to start. And by the time I got out and got back in, they were showing the replay of the home run. And for some reason, I thought it was an earlier game, but I should have looked at the score. Still reviewing. This is taking an unbelievable amount of time to review. This looks like it should be a safe call. You can't see his hand touching the base from that angle. If they're going to rely on that angle, it's this home plate angle that should be. His hand's on the bag. He's coming up before, like he comes up into the tag. The tag was high. That should be safe. Oh my word. How long is this going to take? Like, how are you going to... That's safe. You can see the dirt between his shoulder and the glove, and his hand's on the bag. I don't know what is taking so long to review this.
See there, it's tough to tell when the hand actually touches the base.
Oh, they said it stands. He's out. You have got to be kidding me. And Hinch is going to get ejected. I don't blame him. This is terrible.
And you know what? If we have such a clear view of it, AJ Hinch is right here.
He's right. I agree. This is a bad call. I don't blame him, and he's getting his money's worth.
Tell you what you think I did. You told me. The rule stands, Jason. If a manager argues a challenge, he gets ejected, right? So Jordan Baker took what AJ said as you're mad at the call that was overturned, and that's why he said, not me. Yeah, it's not me, and his mic was still on. So here's the thing.
There's dirt between...
We're going to look at the video board that AJ saw this angle on the replay.
There is dirt between the glove.
His hand is in clearly.
Yeah, he's coming up on the bag. He's already touched the bag. The tag was high. He was coming into the tag. That should have been safe. And now grounded to third, over to second, over to first in times. 5-4-3 double play, ends the inning. What a joke. Well, if they lose by a run, this game should be played under protest. It won't do anything, but good Lord, what a terrible call. And yeah, that took too long. And that it takes too long in the WNBA. Soto, Vientos, Melendez up for the Mets, bottom of the fourth. What a terrible call. I don't know how they reached that conclusion that he was out. On field, I get it, but that was definitely a challenge that should have been overturned. Pirates 6, Rockies 2, bottom 4. Reds, Nationals, bottom 5. Reds up 6-0. Yeah, in Pittsburgh, Pirates up 6-2 over the Rockies. In Cincinnati, 6-0 Reds, bottom 5 over the Nationals. Marlins and Twins, no score, bottom of the first. Twins have the bases loaded, 2 outs, 2-2 count. Padres Brewers, bottom of the first, 2 on, 1 out. And bases loaded now with 1 out for the Brewers. Mariners Astros coming up. That was a terrible call by the review process. These umps should be disciplined. That was awful. Why have a review system if it's going to be that bad and they just double down on a bad call? It's like the old NFL. All right, let's pay attention to the stupid ads. Make sure we're not screwed up by ESPN again. Ah, crap. We're behind again. Like 3 pitches. Strike 1, taken, a slider, 83. Soto against Montero. Upstairs, 4-seam fastball, 94. 1-1 evens the count. Fouled off a slider. 1-2, out of play. Left field side. Soto takes. That was a ball. Wait. That was a ball? Are you kidding me? That was in there. That was in the box. Why didn't the Tigers? Well, they're down. No, they've got both challenges for balls and strikes. In the air to left field, down the line, under it for out number 1. Wow, that was a bad call. That should have been a strike. Called that a ball. Man, what a joke. Tigers should have had nobody out. Or no, 1 out and runners at... No, nobody out and runners at the corners. Instead, they get 1 out, a runner at first, and then they ground into a double play. So they got robbed. You can't assume he wouldn't have thrown home in time. Ball 1 to Vientos. He's 0 for 1. Cleanup hitter. Liner or grounded to first, up with it in time is Torkelson. He takes it himself quickly. 2 up, 2 down. Hey, Connor. Good. How are you? Thanks for being here. We had Hinch ejected for Detroit. What should have been a call overturned on a out advancing from second to third. Inside, checked his swing, 1-0. Melendez 0 for 1, hitting 5th for the Mets. Yeah, okay. We're like 2 pitches behind. I'll just have to get out and get back in every stupid half inning, I guess. Inside 4-seam 94, quickly 2-0. Grounded foul, 2-1, right, first base line. He argued a replay call. It was, I guess you're automatically ejected if you disagree with what they reviewed. It should have been safe at first. They called him out and then they doubled down on the bad call. 2-2 or 3-1. The pitch was in the dirt. The runner was safe at third. He had put his hand down and he was coming up. The tag was high and late. And they called him out and they doubled down on it. Ball 4, he walked Melendez on a 4-seam that missed inside. So runner at first and 2 down. You're automatically ejected for arguing reviewed plays. But I don't think he felt like, he was arguing it either. He just, I don't know. Oops, we forgot to do the slider. Misses 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Upstairs 4-seam. Oh, they called it on the swing. No appeal. 1-1 the count. The hitter is Beatty. He had to walk his first plate appearance. Batting 6th. Montero checked the runner. Here's the pitch. Called 4-seam. 1-2. Caught the outside edge of the plate. 1-2. Beatty the hitter. Righty versus lefty. Popped into left center on the run towards the track off the top of the wall. Rounding second. And did they call it a home? They called it a home. Wait, what? How is that a home run? It hit the... Where did it hit? The Mets have tied it. So a 2-out walk costs Montero deeply. Where did this ball hit? Oh, I think it hit the pad and then caromed off the fence and came out. So I think it was... All right. Yeah, okay, it didn't even hit the orange. It hit some sort of... There's like a tiny slab, I think, of cement right up against the fence that is behind the orange pad. It hit that and came out. And the center fielder nearly robbed it. Just couldn't quite get high enough. I don't know what the Tigers... Yeah, thought Perez had it. All right, well, the Mets have tied it up. Dang it. Into center, 1-hop hit. Into left field. Runner at first, 2 outs, 2 in. And Montero in some trouble here in the bottom of the 4th. Mound visit now. Ay, ay, ay. What a joke. They should have had runners at the corners, nobody out, and they got screwed. Yep. Yeah, the umpire, I can look in a minute. Yep, it was bad. Yep. Well, but they had a video review. I mean, I don't blame the guy for the bad call live, but they had plenty of video evidence to turn this call, rightfully so, and they refused to do so. Ewing takes a slider outside, 1-0. Buckner, yeah, I've heard they're bad. Yep. Yep. And there's been a couple calls that should have been challenged today that weren't. Like, they were obvious strikes that were called balls, and I don't get it. 2-0, 2 pitches outside. Yep. Throw to first, not in time. 2-0 to Ewing. Ewing had a solo shot to lead off the third. And then a 2-run home. All the runs have scored on home runs. Tigers had a 3-run homer in the first. In the air to left on the run. That's going to... Oh, what a catch by the shortstop, McGonigal. And that'll retire the side. But the damage is done. The Mets picked up 2 more runs on a couple of hits. They left 1. We've played 4. We head to the top of the 5th. 3-3 the score. Wow. What a catch by the shortstop. And again, McGonigal with the diving catch to get the... so Perez, Rogers, and McGonigal due up for the Tigers. We've played 4. 3-5-1, 3-3-0. All right. Yep. They would have had runners at the corners and nobody out. That was a terrible call. Instead, it's runner at first, 1 out, and then they ground into an ending double play. Yep. That was a I don't understand how they didn't overturn that. I really, really, really don't. You know, I'm going to get out and back in just to be careful. So sick of ESPN's garbage app. I don't want to watch the Mets broadcasts. They don't give pitch types. I should get water probably. Oh, yeah, I got to remember to play Take Me Out to the Ball Game in the bottom of the 7th. Pirates 6, Rockies 2. Yep, we're already 0-2. No. Curveball inside. Yeah, I'm going to have to just get out and get back in, I think, every half inning. They're too far behind. In the air to right, that falls in for a hit. Leadoff single for Perez. That'll bring up Rogers, who's 0 for 1. The Tigers broadcast still showing the ump at third. Yeah, if he gets the initial call right, we don't have to worry about all this review garbage. Upstairs, sinker just missed 95, 1-0 to Rogers, the catcher. He's a righty. Boy, he's got a throwback mustache. Holy cow, he looks like somebody out of the Wild West in the 1800s. Sinker missed outside, 94, counts 2-0. Runner at first, nobody out. Righty versus righty. Right down the middle, a cutter 90 taken, strike one. What's up, Chance? I think so. I think he's a Jays. He might be a Tigers fan though, too. Throw to first, not in time, but Tigers TV didn't cut to that shot quick enough. Wait, did they call him? Oh, Mets are thinking of looking at it? Okay, come on. Make your decision. Now they're going to challenge. Well, let's screw this call up, too, to even things out. So the Mets think they picked off Perez at first. Oh, frickin' brother. You can't see from that angle. They're showing an angle up the first base line. Can't see from this angle. The pitcher's leg and the first baseman's knee block the angle. If you don't have clear evidence, this should not be overturned. Neither of the two replays they've shown have shown anything.
That did not get overturned.
They can't overturn this call based on what they've shown.
Baker is the crew chief taking the shrapnel. You know Jordan right now is thinking, really?
The shot.
Jordan's a very
I can't root for New York.
very good balls.
I can't stand the Mets.
His fault that the replay room was looking at something else. I mean, the crowd reactions to both of these would indicate no. That's right. It's not in the Mets' favor. But thankfully, when they show up the scoreboard, if it's pretty good, at all convincing, they go nuts. After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner's out.
What a joke. Where? What?
The Tigers have a good right to believe that something is on their side right now. Whether
This is a joke. Which angle showed he was out? You can't see crap. His elbow's bent and on the bag.
these two, though, Andy, right?
That's ridiculous. It's two horrible calls that don't go the Tigers' way. Check swing, fouled it off, evens the count, 2-2. Neither of the two angles they showed any proof that that call should be overturned. What a joke. I don't know what they had video review of, but it wasn't. Nothing that was broadcast showed that that should have been an out. If anything, it confirmed the call that he should have been safe. Full count, missed upstairs on a fastball. Bo, yeah. Fouled, out of play, sinker. Full count. Wow, Tigers definitely have to protest this one. This is a joke. Man, there is something weird on the Tigers. Like when the ball hits the strike zone, there's this weird outline of the ball. Like they're getting interference from their the strike zone overlay. That was a foul ball. We're still 3-2 out of play. 3-2 pitch. Fouled it off. Yeah. When it goes off to the side, too, I noticed it. I haven't seen that in any other baseball broadcasts I've seen. I mean, I think the Mets are the 16th team I've covered just this year. All right, McLean delivers. Fouled it off again. 3-2, four seam, 95. Oh, man, I don't get it. This is going to make me hate baseball again. If they can't get these stupid reviews right, what's the point of having a system in place? Inside, he walked him, ball 4. So runner at first, 1 out on a BS pickoff call. All the runs have been scored on home runs. 3-run homer for the Tigers in the first. Solos and a 2-run homer in the third and fourth for the Mets. Inside, nearly hit him four-seam. 95. The hitter is McGonigal, who's 0 for 2, but he just made a great diving catch and shallow left on the run from his shortstop position to end the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Upstairs or just inside a cutter, 2-0. Come on, Tigers. McLean delivers. Popped to left field. Left fielder under it for out number 2. 2 outs, runner at first. McLean has thrown 65 pitches. No. One solo. Fouled off. No. A 3-run homer for the Tigers, a solo shot in the third, and then a 2-run homer in the fourth for the Mets. 1 solo, 1 2-run homer. It is 3-3. If I said 2 solos, I was mistaken. I meant 2 homers, a solo, and a 2-run homer. Foul tip caught the catcher on the legs. Baseball, the home plate umpire walks the ball off out to the pitcher to give the catcher a moment. That was really nice of him, actually. 0-2 count. Salisi? No, I don't know what that means as an acronym. Sorry, Chance. I didn't mean to mess it up. Here's the 0-2. Caught him looking. That ball was low. Why didn't he challenge? I don't know. Well, I guess the Tigers figure what does it make? What difference does it make? They're getting screwed. Head to the bottom of the fifth. We're halfway home. 3-3 is your score. Sanger, Benji, and Bichette due up. Yep, 3-6-1, 3-3-0. 3 runs in the first, 1 for the Tigers, 1 in the second. No, 1 in the third, sorry, for the Mets. 2 in the fourth for the Mets. They're coming to bat in the fifth. So we had 3-run homer by Workman. And solo shot by Ewing for the Mets. And Beatty hit a 2-run homer. All right. Top of 6th in Pittsburgh. Pirates 7, Rockies 2. Nobody on, 1 out. 1 on, 1 out now for the Rockies. In Cincinnati, Reds 9, Nationals 0, top 7th. You know what? I'm going to get out and get back in. I don't trust ESPN Unlimited at all. Twins 4, Marlins 0, bottom of the second. 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out. Brewers 3-0 over the Padres. Mariners 3-0 over the Astros. First pitch. Strike one called. Bottom of the zone. The hitter is Sanger against Montero. 59 pitches for Montero. Swung on a miss. Strike two on a sinker. Low, four seam, 1 and 2. All right, 1 and 2. Righty versus righty. 9th hitter in the Mets lineup. Here's the pitch by Montero. Grounded to short. Up with it is McGonigal. Over to first and thought it was going to be high. But Torkelson fields it cleanly. 1 up, 1 down for the Mets in the bottom of the 5th. Yeah, this game was cooking along pretty fast, but these reviews have slowed it down. Top of the order, Benji, 0 for 2. Taken, changeup, strike one. 63 pitches from Montero. Benji reached on an error. Four seam taken 0-2. 85 on the changeup, 93 on the four seam fastball. Here's the pitch. Changeup. Low, ball 1. Just low. Boy, that I think they could have appealed that. Should have been strike 3 there. Fouled off a four seam. Still 1 and 2 the count. I have no idea what that means. It was all gobbledygook. Never heard of it. Grounded between the first baseman and the second baseman into right field for a 1-out hit for the Mets. 4th hit of the game. Bichette 0 for 2. Montero's thrown 67 pitches. Gotcha. Throw to second. Should be out. And, of course, the Mets want to challenge it, so they'll probably frickin' win it. He looked like he was out. But what do I know? Can't predict anything these stupid umps call. It was a strike on the pitch, by the way. Throw beat him. Did the tag get down? I think his hand came off the bag before he got the foot down. This should be easily an out. Okay, he was safe, but keep playing it because his hand comes off the bag before the foot gets there. Okay, keep playing it though. His hand comes off the bag. A tag stay on. I don't agree with the Tigers. I think he's out. I think he's safe. They'll probably overturn it. But keep playing it. Did his hand come off the bag before the foot got on? I don't know why they're not harping on this. 3 for 3 for the Mets on challenges. Stolen base with 1 out. I mean, I think they got the call right. It was a mistake by the Tigers player not to keep the tag on him. He was completely off the base, I think. Keep the tag down, and you might get an out there. Maybe he got the foot down. Righty versus righty, leading run in scoring position, taken on the outside edge, a sinker, 0-2. Yeah, I know. I have no idea, and I don't really care. 3 for 3. Yeah, wow. On Mets appeals, 0 for 3 for the, Tigers. Tigers, should have won. Oh, four seam on the outside edge of the plate. Caught him looking. Don't know what his deal was, but that is strike. That is out number 2. And it definitely nicked the outside edge of the plate. Too close to take. Nice pitch by Montero. 70 pitches. We got a mound visit. And are they lifting Montero? Yes, they are. Montero exits after 4 2/3. He's still on the hook for the runner at first. Holton, a left-hander, is your call to the bullpen. Oh, and 1, 3.86 ERA, 18 games, 2 starts, 8 no saves, 18 2/3 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, 1.55 WHIP. He has 3 holds. He's 0 for 1 in save opportunities. Again, giving up 21 hits, 8 runs, all earned, 2 home runs, a hit batter, 8 walks, none intentional. Again, 15 strikeouts. Opponent's batting average, 288. I don't know what ground outs, air outs, whatever that is. Holton will face Soto, the DH, who's 0 for 2. Lefty matchup. Oh, Chance, sorry, I just saw your... Don't know why Google held it. Are you a fan of the Cubs or the White Sox? Cubs, but I don't really care. I don't really follow baseball. This is 1 or 2 games a week of baseball is more than enough for me. I just like doing these day games because I'm not preempting anything NHL or WNBA related or Packers. That's the 3. Packers will preempt everything because I'm going to be watching it anyways. And then hockey, then WNBA. First pitch right down the middle, a cutter, 88, 0-1 the count. Grounded foul, quickly, 0-2. Yeah, I mean, that's the way I am with hockey. I root for the Kings first, but I'm just there for good hockey games. Just love the whole league. Grounded into center. Runner rounding third, and the Mets take the 4-3 lead. I don't know. I guess the guy was safe at second on the steal. It's hard to argue on that one. 4-3 Mets. Soto drives in a run. That closes the book on the starter then. He gave up 4 runs in 4 2/3. And the Mets have gotten runs in the last 3 innings after getting shut out in the first 2 innings. In the air to left, back at the track, long gone. A 2-run shot, and the Mets have blown it open. It's 6-3. 2 down in the bottom. of the fifth. 6 runs on 6 hits. 2-run shot by Vientos. The Mets got 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, and are still batting. Blue Jays and a couple other teams I like, but I like following the whole league. Yep, go Jays. Chance agrees. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's more... Sure, I want the Cubs. I don't hate the Sox, but boy, Sox were brutal in recent history. I mean, I hated the Sox in 05. The people I worked with were insufferable White Sox fans that hated the Cubs, so I could no longer root for them. Holton against Taylor. Taylor takes ball 1 low. Base is empty. Changeup misses outside. 2-0. Popped up. First baseman under it. Torkelson makes the grab for out number 3, but the damage is done. We've played 5. We head to the 6th. Mets leading 6-3. Yep. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. No. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I'll be right back. Sorry. All right, Tigers baseball still showing the stolen base last inning. All right, top is 6. Yeah, we're going to have to just get out and get back in. Inside, ball 1. But I couldn't wait there. Okay. Taking 4 seam. Ball 2. Looked like... That kind of looked like a strike. Nope, I guess it was low. 2-0 count. Green, the hitter, in the left-handed batter's box. The righty delivers a sinker. Taking strike 1. 93 miles per hour. McLean, 71st pitch. Tigers starter out. He gave up 4 runs. Oh, Tigers tried to challenge that and lost it. So each team only has 1 ABS. It just ticked the outside edge of the upper corner. Inside, nearly hit him on a cutter. 3-1. Green 2 for 2 today for the Tigers. Outside, he walked him on a sinker that just slided out of the zone. Runner at first, nobody out. Dingler, the DH, is up. Righty versus righty. I like the Blue Jays and probably would have supported them in the last World Series if the Dodgers weren't their opponents. Yeah. You mean the Red Sox, I assume. Yeah. Red Sox, Yankees, Mets. Plus the Detroit play-by-play used to be the Sox play-by-play announcer, so I don't know. He's fine, I think. Oh, no. Sorry. Yeah. I'm talking about it's because his ESPN app is completely trash. I feel like we're behind right now, too. All right, Dingler, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Popped it up and got jammed. Short right on the run. Second baseman makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Good play by Semien, second baseman. At least I assume it had to be second. Yep, number 10. Marcus. Yeah, sorry. It's the stupid ESPN app that I have the most trouble with. I got to get water next half inning. Workman, 2 for 2. Down low, a sinker missed. 1-0, 92 miles per hour. One 0 pitch. Oh, swung on, missed on a cutter inside. 1-1. Come on, Tigers. Yeah, I think Jason's a good play. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know why this. Hopefully, he got more money from the Tigers. I'm assuming that's why he left. Strike. Whoa. They called that a strike and didn't appeal it? That ball was more than a width of the ball below the zone. How was that a strike? And why didn't Workman appeal? Now he swings and miss at a curveball inside. 2 outs. Yeah, no, I think Benetti's good. You're right. Yeah, because Chance chases his logo all the way a lot. 2016 to 2023. Yeah, and I wasn't following baseball, but I heard his calls occasionally, and I thought he was good. Fouled off 0-1. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, from delay. Gotcha. Upstairs, misses ball 1. Well, thanks Swaggy and thanks Chance, of course. Dr. Delay is good people. But yeah, now that makes sense. If you're watching Delay's feed and got a Bucks logo. Yeah, I agree. I like Dr. Delay too. I'm a fan. He's been a tremendous help to my channel. Fouled off. Cutter, 1-2. He's redirected to me a few times. I keep forgetting I'm out of water. Keep looking at the empty cup thinking it's going to magically have water in it. All right, the Tigers. 2 outs. Runner at first. 1-2. The count. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. 2-2. Curveball that missed. 82 miles per hour. Get Kristen Bell off the screen there. Grounded to first. Taken to the bag in 2 steps for out number 3. No runs, no hits. They leave 1. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Mets up 3, 6-3. Due up for the Mets, Beatty, Semien, and Ewing. Ewing had a solo home run, RBI, and run scored. Beatty has a 2-run shot, a walk, and 2 RBIs. Semien 1 for 2. All right, let me just double check. I think 361 and 660 are correct. It is. All right, so McLean has worked 6 innings for the Mets. 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 3-run shot. That's all he gave up. Montero worked 4 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 2 home runs. So he's on the hook for the L, or he's the pitcher of record, we'll put it. Oh, no, I can't say that. He's only on hook for the loss. Holton pitched at third, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, both earned, and a home run. DeJesus will head to the mound. Emmanuel DeJesus, a lefty for the Tigers. He's 2-0, 7.04 ERA, 11 games. 15 1/3 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 189 whip. Shoot, I should have gotten out and back in. We seem to be okay. Bottom 6. Also, 21 hits given up, 15 runs, 12 earned, 8 walks, none intentional, 16 strikeouts. Opponent's batting average 318. Yee. Taken down the middle, strike 1. First pitch for the Mets. Pardon me, we'll get back to this. Lefty versus lefty. Grounded to second, over to first in time. Put out on the ground out 4-3. Assist the second baseman. Put out for the first baseman. 1 away. Braves are hot. Yep. Well, I would root for the Cubs if I cared. I actually get the games. They're on locally for the White Sox feed, but I'm going to do WNBA and hockey. 30 wins for the Braves. Wow. I changed my logo. It depends on who's playing. What is it now? Oh, you got a Blue Jay? I couldn't see it. Sorry, I got distracted. 1-0 the count. All right, I'll catch up on the chat in a minute. Swung on and missed. Changeup. Evens the count. 1-1. Semien the batter. 1 for 2. 1 out for the Mets in the Cubs or White Sox YouTube. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Four seam inside 2-1. Yeah, that's a good. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into it. You know, I did the Padres Cubs series last year. Upstairs for, you know, I'm in the Chicago area, so I don't get games because of local blackouts. For some reason, the Sox have started to put games on WCIU. So their feed's available for free over the air. Ball 4, he walked him outside. Runner at first, 1 out. Yeah, hockey's enjoyable. I don't know. I do the best I can. I totally enjoy it. We've got Habs Sabres tonight and Knights Ducks tonight. And we will have Sabres Canadian Saturday. Everything else is if necessary. Sinker. That missed ball one. Yeah, if you're looking for Pirates and occasionally other games, I recommend Dr. Delay. If you do happen to like the Mets, Pure Adrenaline Sports is to go to. Or if your team is playing the Mets, that's who those are the guys I know that do baseball really well. 2-0 to Ewing with a runner at first, 1 out on the one out walk. De Jesus about to throw his 10th pitch. Checks the runner. Throws way upstairs and outside. Four seam 3-0 with a count. Yeah, I haven't come across any, but yeah, they're if you're in the Chicago area though, Cubs Sox is on WCIU this week, or four seam taken, strike one. WCIU 26.1. I checked my guide, it wasn't there, but I keep advertising that the Cubs Sox series is all on there. This taken, strike two on a sinker, 93. Works the count full after falling behind 3-0. The pitcher, I mean. Payoff pitch. Swung on. Did he tip it? He did. All right. Four seam. And the runner has to retreat to first. Yeah. You've been looking. Gotcha. Clo on the go. Okay, cool. Yeah, Braves are hot. Single to center on the 3-2 pitch off a sinker. Runner into third, standing up. Runners at the corners, 1 out for the Metsies in the bottom of the sixth. Only 6. Yeah, it just so happens that there's 3 this weekend. I thought about doing it, but I do WNBA. WNBA really helped my channel, so even if I suffer, I don't know. I'm just not in love with baseball. I do enjoy the occasional game. I'm getting these games for free off of not for free. I'm paying for it through ESPN Unlimited. Mound visit. Oh, you do have marquee. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't want to pay $20 just for the Cubs or just for the Sox. Or 30 for the or just the Blackhawks for 20, so I don't. Yep. Sox. Yeah, there's another guy too for Red Sox. Nationals, gotcha. 21 and 21. Yeah, not bad. 3 this weekend. Yeah, still not that many. But this is how I got back into baseball. I was doing the White Sox games when they were free over the air, when CHSN didn't have an agreement in place with Comcast Xfinity. Shows bunt, takes a changeup low. Ball 1. Did the runner move to second? Not, I guess not. Sanger, the 9th place hitter, 0 for 2. All right. 1-0 pitch. Showing bunt. Puts it down the first base line. Throw to home. Not in time. So a run scores. I assume the runner's at second. Tigers were showing everybody on. So does that count as a hit or just a fielder's choice? Either way, it's 6-3. I'm sorry, 7-3, the score. I fixed the wrong score bug first. So the Mets have scored in 4 straight innings now. It is a hit. Okay, that's what I thought, because the throw was late. He beat it. Downstairs, a cutter misses. One and 0. What is this? End 6. Yeah. Sinker. fouled off. 1-1. Benji, the leadoff hitter. If I'm not pronouncing Benge correct, just let me know, because I don't know. First Mets game this year.
You have to make a decision now. You don't get the luxury of analyzing the complete play.
All right, 1-1, 1 out. Runners at first and second. De Jesus checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. In the air, Benji, cutter. Center field at the track, caught for out number 2. Does the runner? Nope, the runner's hold. Deep fly to center, out number 2. On the run at the track, but short of the wall. Oh, that's not bad. 1 of the 3 in August. Gotcha. Yeah, no. Yeah, some places. We got a pitching change, so. Commercial break here. Yeah, I'm halfway between I'm like halfway between Chicago and Rockford. So I get Rockford stations, and even Rockford is blacked out. They don't have the is that Bill Murray, by the way? I just recognized that. Corbin. Yeah, there's some guy on Twitch too, like Hogcast or something. He does Red Sox. I think he's Twitch only, though. I don't know if he has a YouTube feed. Des Moines, Milwaukee, and Fort Wayne get... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, WNBA. Fortunately, I get WCIU, so I get the Sky. What really bugs me about the WNBA is the fact that they're putting games on USA Network and they're not available on Peacock. I actually have Peacock because I had it for the Olympics and it's still cheap, and I'm pissed off that the USA Network games aren't on. They're USA Network exclusives, which makes 0 sense. Gotcha. Yeah, I have their League Pass and I have WCIU available. So, but the only way I get games on NBA TV. All right, I'm getting out and back in because the Tigers broadcast went back to an ad when the dugout reporter was giving a report. Nope, I actually went back to the Mets. All right, we'll stay on the Mets. Yep. WNBA was 35 last year. They raised it $4.99. All right, strike 1 taken, 95. So we'll stay on the Mets because I accidentally did it. Bichette 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Hannafy, the new pitcher, a righty. Low 1-1, missed 95. They don't give the pitch type on SNY for some reason. So we'll go back to Detroit after this batter. Hannafy checks the runner, delivers to Bichette in the air to right field, right at the right fielder, a couple steps to his left, caught for out number 3. But the Mets pick up a run. They leave 2. We head to the top of the 7th. 7-3 Mets. And remind me, I'll do Take Me Out to the Ball. I mean, I will play it. Believe me, I ain't going to sing it. Torkelson, Perez, Rogers due up for the Tigers. I believe 361-770 is correct. Yep. Boy, I'm getting hungry too. In Pittsburgh, Pirates 7-2 over the Rockies, heading to the bottom of the 8th. In Cincinnati, 14-1 Reds, bottom of the 8th. Woof, over the Nationals. Reds are 1 game over 500. Nationals are 1 under. In Minneapolis, the Twins up 6-0 on the Marlins, bottom 4. In Milwaukee, Brewers 6-0 over the Padres, end of 3. Mariners up on the Astros, 3-0, bottom of the 3rd. Cardinals A's in about 5 minutes. Then the rest of the slate 5:45 or later, including the Cubs, White Sox, and yeah. Yeah, no, it's just that it ticks me off that the USA Network games aren't on Peacock. That's all. Like, why are they USA Network exclusives? You're making people pay for, it doesn't matter. Carino, what's up? Chance put the turkey up. There you go. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I'm in McHenry County. I moved out of Cook this year. You get Rockford. Yeah, luckily I get both. Wow, yeah, I had to adjust my antenna to get the U and the I on. Oh, crap. I was going to go back. McLean's still on the hill. I was going to go back to the Tigers feed so they have the pitch types. Sorry, I'm so far behind on the chat. For hockey, the most Canadian teams, I cannot. That stinks. Yep. I know, I'm starving. I had lunch, but I got to get something. All right, sorry. We had a leadoff single while I switched. I apologize. Runner at first, Perez the hitter. Taking strike one on a sinker on the inside edge of the plate, 95. So we had a leadoff Perez single. Oh, there we go. No, Perez takes it to the bag, or the first baseman takes it to the bag. I'm sorry. I'm discombobulated. 1 out. Runner moved to second. All right, I got to start paying attention to the actual game. All right, 1 out, runner at second. Wait, was that not a hit? You know what? Just scroll down. Strike one, taken. Oh, hit by a pitch. Sorry, Torkelson got hit by a pitch. Perez grounded out to first, which moved the runner to second. There we go. Sorry. In there with a sweeper, 84, 0-2. Rogers, 0 for 1. The 9th place hitter. He also, let's see, what else did he do? Righty versus righty. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 outs now in the top of the 7th. Yeah, so Green Bay Packers coverage trumps everything because I'll be watching the games anyway. I might get a stronger antenna and see if I can pull in the Milwaukee station, but I don't know if I can. That's not going to happen before August or September. Fouled off. First pitch, 0-1. McGonigal, 0 for 3 today. 90 pitches for McLean. Runner at second, but 2 outs for the Tigers. McLean checks the runner. Sweeper. Thought he caught the upstairs corner. He did, according to... But they called it a ball. There's been a bunch of pitches that should have been challenged, but each team is down a challenge. Strike 2 taken on a curveball. Caught the outside edge of the plate. All right, 1-2 the count. Time called. Pitch clock was down. And McGonigal now steps back in to the batter's box. 1-2. Taken right there, a sinker. Got him. Tough pitch. They leave one in scoring position on a hit by pitch. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Still 7-3 Mets. They've scored in 4 straight innings. Mets have scored in 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. They're coming to bat in the bottom of the seventh. Soto, Vientos, Taylor for the Mets. Cardinals and A's underway. No real changes, I think, to the scores. Oh, 15-1 Reds. Good Lord. Oilers games I can see. Flames and Sportsnet. Gotcha. For hockey night. Yeah, Saturday night. Gotcha. Wow. Yeah, it's nuts that the USA games aren't. I don't understand it. Yeah, I had the WNBA package last year, and I held on to Peacock because it was $3 a month after like an experimental to retain you. Yeah, and you couldn't watch it. It's a joke. Yes, Sports Fury have been kind to the channel too, so I would recommend them as well. That's a good call. They do a lot. They got more than one person. They cover a lot. Ah, the Kenosha to get both. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yep, I agree. Yep. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, so I lived in suburban Cook County. I'm not going to narrow it down. My name is very unique, so the less details I give, the better, because otherwise you could find my address online easily. That's why I don't use my real name. Juan Soto, the hitter, 1-0 count, grounded foul down the first base line. The first base coach makes the play. 1-1 to Soto, 7-3 Mets. Yeah, VPN, yeah. But I don't want to tie up in the air by Soto to center, back at the track, at the wall, and gone. Solo shot for Soto, and the Mets take an 8-3 lead. Deepest part of the park, just over the fence. 8 runs on 8 hits for the Mets, and their run streak continues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight innings they've gotten a run since getting shut out in the first and the second. The Tigers have done very little since the first. Looked like the center fielder had a play on it, but it was just out of reach. Well, not a sinker taken by Vientos. Strike 1. Hanafi, the righty, against Vientos, the righty. Fouls off a slider. Quickly 0-2. 15-1. What a blowout. Yep. Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, what were we talking about? Sports Fury. Yeah, they do good work too. They've been kind to my channel too. Are you guessing at my name? Yeah. Yeah, I have to. Rolling Tim Meadows. Sean from Schaumburg. Yep. Gonna need a huge comeback in the final 2 innings. Yep, for sure. Sorry, count is 1-2. Now outside on a sinker, 2-2. Thanks for the chat, guys. It's been very enjoyable. It gets dull when I'm sitting here just talking to myself. In the air to left, not again. Back at the track, 358. sign. He catches it for out number 1. About a step short of the wall. A little too much under it. All right, real quick. 880-361. Just want to check my box score. 880-361. I got to change it to upcoming end 7th. Whoops. Let me take a look at what I get next week, too. Give you guys a heads up. Yep. Naperville Bill. Wait, is Naperville Cook? Sinker taking strike 1. That's why I don't even use my first name, because I'm afraid it'd be too easy to find out who I am. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Sinker inside to Taylor. Taylor 0 for 1. 8-3 Mets. It was 3-0, 3-1, 3-3, and then they've broken it open in the last few innings. Chopper to the mound. Throw to first, got him. 2 outs. Nobody on, but 1 in. Hanafi with a nice play. Fielding the ground ball. Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. Mike North Chicago. DuPage, no. Oh, yeah, I think Naperville's DuPage. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Yep, nope. Well, just knowing my address and showing stuff. All right, Vanasco is the pitcher. We got a pitching change for the Tigers. Let me take a quick look at the schedule, though. I want to see which game I get on MLB. All right, so no baseball on Friday because we're doing WNBA off of Ion. Mystics Fever and Sky Mercury. Saturday, the WNBA is off, which makes no sense. The WNBA was off Monday and Saturday this day. I can't. Oh, I would love to do Toronto, Detroit, but my son has a JV baseball game, so I will not be covering that. Plus, if there is a doubleheader in hockey, I'll save my voice for that. But for sure, we're going to have Sabres Canadiens Saturday. Sunday, yeah, we're instead of Miami Tampa, I'd rather do WNBA. Yeah, it's a weird schedule. But Aces Dream Sky Lynx on Sunday. Monday, we'll probably do WNBA if there's no NHL. Tuesday, oh, nice. We get Atlanta, Miami. I'll have to see if I can squeeze that in or if there's hockey at night. Or, yeah, if there's 6 o'clock games, I may not do that. Wednesday, no day baseball, so it looks like we'll just get Thursday. Next week, it'll be Pittsburgh, St. Louis. Great. I'll be going up against Dr. Delay and getting smoked. And Friday, Cubs are on Apple TV if you don't have Marquee. All right. So we will have Thursday baseball for sure. I'll look into that. What was that, Tuesday? Maybe we can squeeze that Tuesday game in. Vanasco, the pitcher. Oof, you don't want to know his numbers. Upstairs. Whoa, that looked high. Ball 1. Strike 1. Should have been ball 1. Four seam. Beatty takes another one that looked upstairs. Or inside. Look at these 2 pitches called a strike here. Should be 2-0. Not that anybody's feeling sorry for the Mets. Up 8-3 and with already a bunch of close plays called. Now that should have been a strike and it's a ball. Look at this pitch 3. Four seam fastball caught the edge and called the ball. So it should be 2-1, but the count is 1-2. Should have been strike 3. Fouled off, four seam based on what he called. Unreal. This game has been atrocious for these umps today. Both the home plate, the review process, everything. 1-2 pitch. Beatty fouls off a changeup off his leg. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. There's 2 outs and nobody on. That's right. Somebody with a giant Mandalorian. Oh, no, it's Mr. Met has a Mandalorian helmet over his head. Vanasco delivered a changeup. It's driven to center, right at center field for out number 3. They get a run, leave none. We've played 7. We head to the top of the 8th, 8-3, Metsies. Tigers have Keith, Green, and Dingler due up. All right, I got to get water. I'll be right back. Oh. Oh. I think that's good. Okay. Let's take that down. Mid. Top of 8 now. 361-880. 361-880. 361-880. Okay. No, you're fine, Chance. That's funny. Yeah. Well, his season's almost over. Yeah, baseball is low priority for me. I'm sorry. I know you guys love baseball, and I don't mean to crap on it. Hey, I like it better than the NBA. That I'll say. Apple TV, they do the Jays too on some of the Fridays. All ABS. Yeah, I hear you. Four seam. What was the pitch? I have to taken strike 1. Had to look at MLB. Tigers TV, I don't know what they're doing. They didn't put the count up. It's not working. Tobias Myers is your pitcher, a right-hander. 13 games, 3.28 ERA. Looks like he pitched 24 and 2/3 innings. Cutter inside to Keith. Fouled it off. 0-2 the count. Green on deck. Keith hitting second for Detroit today. Righty versus lefty. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a splitter. 80 just out of the zone. Tough pitch. Couldn't lay off. 1 out for the Tigers. If you do not have the app, because then you cannot see the game, just do all the TV. And hey, Dr. Delay. Yeah, the Bucks had a big game today, right? They finished off the Pirates 7-2. The Reds beat the Nats 15-1. Each team got a rouge. It's Canadian football score. Go Pirates, says Swaggy. Apple TV is a joke. Thank you, Dr. Delay. We were talking about you. We were saying you do good work, and you've been very kind to the channel. All right, 1-1 to Green. Green is 2 for 2. Appreciate the redirect. Appreciate your support. In the air, Green hits it to center, but way short of the warning track. Caught for out number 2. Tigers 2 up, 2 down. in the 8th. Mr. Met does? Yeah, Ronald McDonald. Yeah, thanks, Chance. Yeah, well, he had a Mandalorian head over it, so it didn't bother him. Yeah, thanks, Swaggy. Appreciate you being here. Swung on a slider deep to left at the track, gone. Home run for Dingler. His solo shot is his 8th of the season, and the Tigers back within 4. They have 4 runs on 7 hits. Pirates finally wake. I'm sorry, we're talking about the Pirates. Tigers finally wake up for the first time since the first inning. 3-run shot in the first, a solo with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. That'll bring up Myers. He fouls off a 4-seam, 92, 0-1, the count. Yes. Well, yeah, Swaggy's is familiar with delay. I think. Yeah. Inside, 1-1, the count. NFL, MLB, NHL, and yeah, I don't even follow the NBA. No, you're a good person, Dr. Delay. Thank you. You're very, very kind. Very, very kind. Even if you're a Steelers and Penguins fan, you're still very kind. At least you're consistent. You like the Pirates and the Steelers, and the Steelers grounded to second, over to first in time, retires the side. They did pick up 1. They leave none. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Mets still ahead by 4, 8-4. Due up for the Mets, Semien, Ewing, Sanger. All right, let me catch up on the chat since Dr. Delay was kind enough to redirect. Yeah, I don't follow. My hierarchy is just the Packers. Like, I don't even, and maybe the international games, because those did well for my channel. Then sort of hockey and WNBA. Like, NHL playoff hockey is going to trump WNBA, but other than that, yeah. And then baseball is my MLB once or twice a week is my 4th. Maybe I'll do playoffs again. Yeah, I used to follow everything. The only sport I never got into was like soccer. I used to watch everything because of the Olympics, but now I watch very little of the Olympics. Brewers beating the Pirates. No, I'm sorry, Brewers beating the Padres. 7-0, another big score. Yeah, just the 2 finals, Reds and Pirates won. Nationals and Rockies lose. NFL, NHL, MLB, CFL. Yep. Yep. Knicks. Yeah. Well, I mean, I get the NBA's appeal. I'm not knocking it if people like it. It's just not my cup of tea. I'd much rather watch the WNBA. Although the WNBA reviews are getting annoyingly long. They gotta curb that. March Madness. Yeah. I hear you. It has its appeals. Yeah, I wish I could watch the PWHL, but it's already on. Oh, great. As I get out and get back in, a home run by Semien. Man, ESPN is so slow. I'm getting screwed. Solo shot off the fair pole and left. So the Mets already got the run back. Sorry about that. I am not doing a very good job on this game today. I'll have to catch up on the chat later. Ewing up. takes a strike to even the count 1-1. So the Mets have scored in 6 straight innings now. One and one. Now 2-1 the count. Sorry about that. Semien on the first pitch, I believe. In the air to left center at the track, short of the track. Sorry, caught. The camera was tilted way up. Couldn't see. First out, fly to left. Thanks, Kieran. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I'm a Packers owner. I did pay the money. Yep. The last time. Strike taken. I should probably display that and just blur out or my address or my name. Yes, I know I'm a sucker, but I figure I'll just give my money to the team, help them. Curveball hit the center, caught quickly for out number 2. So a leadoff solo shot off the fair pole. I'm so sorry. This ESPN app is just complete garbage. As soon as they go to commercial, I should just get out and back in. I know it's going to happen, and I just haven't been doing it. I apologize. Not Metro. Gotcha. That's cool, Hotwax. No worries. You're not a Lions fan. Ooh, Cowboys. Oof. Golf. Maybe the majors. My wife does like golf, but we got a delay on the field. Benji being treated. I don't know why. I didn't see what happened. Did he even take a pitch? Oh, he got something in his eye. They're giving him eye drops. Yeah. Well, it's the app. The app keeps, like, I've had the app go backwards on me a bunch of times recently. Oh, Packers stock. They don't have an owner. You can purchase Packers stock purchaser, I should say. Owner in quotes. It's, it's more of a joke. Just bought the share of the Packers stock. Yes. All right. In there for a strike on a curveball, 81. Changeup. I thought it was outside. Yeah, it is. 1-1 the count. I was confused because of MLB. Okay, 1-1 the count. Taken, changeup, 84, strike 2. 2 outs. Nobody on. 1 in on the solo shot. Grounded foul down the first base line. A changeup, 1-2, 84 on the pitch. Oh, delay in the game? Yeah. Fouled off curveball, 1-2. Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. Their website is pretty good. It's the stupid app that is complete trash. Yep. Fouled off. Another changeup down the first base line, out of play. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he does. I should know this. He probably does, I'm guessing. I should know that. He fouled off a 4-seam, still 1-2. Vanasco versus, again, I apologize. I assume it's Benji, but I'm not sure. Or is it just Benj? Ooh, just took a curveball at the top of the zone. Looks like it nicked the top of the zone, but again, this home plate umpire has been brutal all game. So are the replays. Fouled off a changeup, still 2-2 now. We were 1-2 forever. Again, Semien hit the left field fair pole for a home run to lead off the bottom of the 8th here for the Mets. Grounded past the third baseman into left field due to the shift. Opposite field single. And the Mets pick up their 10th hit of the game. Four seven one 910 0. 471 910 0. All right. That'll bring up Bichette, 0 for 4, batting second. Takes a four-seam low, ball one. Runner at first. Yep. He's rated me a few times during Packers season too. So yeah, he's very generous. Bichette takes one at the knees or the bottom of the zone. Strike one, four-seam. 25 pitches for Vanasco. Righty against righty. Bichette fouls off a four-seam. 93 out of play. 1 and 2 that count. Yeah, no, they're good. I agree. They're good. The website's good. No doubt. And I like their schedule pages too. Let's go, Bo. You got this. All right, 1 and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Little outside. Four-seam taken. 1 and 2. Oh, yeah, that was outside. I see now. Excuse me. Righty versus righty. Excuse me. Inside on a curveball. Full count. 3 and 2. 83 miles per hour. And yes, I have a hat for every team. And I guess I'd be a Cubs fan, but don't get to watch the games. They're not free. Local blackouts, too. Even if I had the package. Fouled off a four-seam fastball. Still 3-2. All right. It is good to follow on ESPN scores if you're not home way somewhere past. Yeah, right. Even the website. Low ball 4. He walked him. So 2 on, 2 out. Runner in scoring position. Mets threatening with more. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Erdy up 5. Yeah, I mean, I use the website, so I hear you, Seth. But the actual, like, viewing app is what I'm saying is garbage. The phone one, I think, isn't as bad. It's just the TV one. Inside on a four-seam, missed, ball 1. Buzz's favorite team, the Astros. Yeah. Grounded by Soto to second, over to first, easy toss. Torkelson fields it, out number 3. They left 2, they picked up 1. We're through 8. We head to the top of the 9th. Tigers down to their last 3 outs, trailing by 5. Due up is McKinstry, Torkelson, and Perez. Yep. So yeah, we got a little mini. It's not going to show outside the light. Now it's glaring. There we go. You can see the H, not the orange star, but little old. It's so faded. One of those little mini helmets. Got an old Rangers one too. I think I got a Dodgers. It looks like a hat too somewhere. I got to find that though. All right, Kimbrel will be the pitcher for the Metsies. Wait, did he already come in the game? You know what? I'm going to get out and of this game and get back in before I forget. Enough's enough. Yeah, Kimbrel is coming into the game to finish the game for the Mets. Unless the Tigers miraculously come up with 5. McLean worked 7. Myers worked an inning, gave up 1, that solo shot. Mets got it back in the bottom of the 9th, or bottom of the 8th. Kimbrel, 0-2, 6.75 ERA is a righty. 10 games, no starts, no saves. 9 1/3 pitched. 12 strikeouts, 1.71 whip. He has, let's see. He's been around so long, I can't even see the top of the category. He's got 1 hold on the year. Yeah, this is nuts. Opponent's batting average is 286. All right, here we go. Top of the 9th. Yep. Yep. Helmet, yeah. Swung on and missed. McKinstry, 4-seam. 0-1 the count. All right. Righty against a lefty. McKinstry 1 for 3, batting 6. Fouls off a 94-mile-per-hour 4-seam. 0-2. Yeah, we played 8 innings in less than 2.5 hours. We'll take that. This game had slowed down because of the reviews. Here's the pitch, fouled, out of play, down the first base line. Still 0-2 the count. That would be my right knee cracking. 10,000. Upstairs, 4-seam, 93, missed. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball to a sweeper, 86. Oh, I guess they appealed the third, or I think the umpire did, but no swing, or checked the swing. Yeah, catcher was going after the ball, I think. All right. McKinstry with the 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Sweeper fouled off, 85 miles per hour. Still 2-2. McKinstry Kimbrel has already thrown 6 pitches here. Yeah, I think it has. Yep. No more plus 3-hour games. Yeah, normally you're under 3. I think it's helped. Another foul ball, 2-2. I don't know, last year, some of those games I did for those Sox were very slow. Sox Mets last year. White Sox Mets. Outside knuckle curve, missed, full count. 3-2. McKinstry batting 6, leading off for the Tigers in the top of the 9th, trailing by 5, 9-4. Grounded to the third baseman near where the shortstop normally would be. Over to first in time. Leadoff batter retired. 5-3. Ground out. There's a Marlins guy is at the game. Oh yeah, was that the guy who did this behind home plate? Even I know that, and I haven't been following baseball much until last year. Strike on the outside edge of the plate. That looked like a ball, but it's called. Wait a minute. Did they appeal? Yeah, I think they appealed. This will be overturned. Just barely. So it is 1-0. Torkelson was right. Not 0-1. 1-0. Yeah, what do you got to lose? You're holding on to one challenge for nothing. Righty versus righty. Here's the pitch outside. No, he should appeal this one. This one was worse than the first one. They called that a strike. Look at that. This ump has been all over the place. Here's the pitch. I'm surprised that wasn't a strike. 2-1, four seam. That third pitch there. Rightfully called a ball. Jeez, it should be 3-0. It's 2-1. Taken. That one was in the zone. Four seam. 2-2. Kimbrel. Oh, yeah, I'm looking. Outside, 3-2. Four seam. He's behind home plate. That guy's everywhere. Every game somehow. Yeah, I'm looking. I think I... All right, hold on. I got to watch the pitch first. Oh, yeah, in orange, right? Popped up on the infield. Second baseman under it. Semyon for out number 2. The Tigers down to their last out. Yeah, I think it says Marlins, and it's an orange shirt, right? Yeah, and he's on the phone. I think I see the guy you're talking about. Maybe it was a lady. I think it was for the Marlins. Some lady would do this like the entire game, at least when maybe the opposing pitcher was pitching or something. I don't know. Yeah, I see him. Outside, ball 1, four seam, 94, missed. Yeah, okay, jersey and a visor. Yep. Gotcha. Foul on a sweeper, 86. 1-1 the count. Did I accidentally make this too big? Yeah. Another foul. 1-2. Fans get to their feet. Tigers down to their last strike. Perez, 1 for 3. Righty versus lefty. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That'll do it. That is your final. 9-4. McLean improves to 2-2. Montero drops to 2-3. Not 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Tigers. 9 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Mets. That's your final score. We will be back with hockey tonight, WNBA Friday, hockey Saturday. WNBA is off that day. Sunday, WNBA, no hockey. Potential hockey Monday, but only if it goes a game 7. WNBA likely then on Monday. We will have baseball at least Thursday afternoon, maybe Tuesday afternoon if I can work it into the schedule. Let's see. I got to update the records. Tigers drop to 6 under 500, 19-25. Mets improved to 18-25, 7 under 500. So I can't put a dash in the bottom of the 9th for some reason with this software. But there's your breakdown by runs scored in each inning. All right, again, Montero worked 4 2/3, gave up 4 runs. He's on the hook for the loss. He dropped to 2-3. Bullpen, everybody gave up a run. The Mets scored in 6 straight innings, 6 of 8 after being shut out in the first 2. McLean pitched a nice game, 7 innings worked. He improved to 2-2. He only gave up 3 runs earned. And Myers gave up 1 in relief. Kimbrell closed it out. And let's see. 2 hits for the Tigers. 2 for 3 Green. 2 hits for Workman out of their 7 hits. And for the Mets, they had 4 players with 2 hits. Benji, 2 for 5. Soto, 2 for 5. Beatty, no, not Beatty. Semien, 2 for 3. Ewing, 2 for 3. Nobody had more than 2 RBI, though, for the Mets. For the Tigers, Workman hit a 3-run shot, so he was the only player with 3 RBIs on the day. All right. Oh, got to end the poll. We had 24 votes. 38% were right that the Mets would win. They get the 3-game sweep of the Tigers. The umps, sometimes they make bad strike or bail calls. Now the ABS challenge, it makes the umps look a little, yep. Yep, gotcha. Oh, thanks, Chance. Very kind of you. We'll have Habs, Sabres, and Knights, Ducks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I know they had that long losing streak. I'm sure they're playing much better. Mets have won 3 straight. They lost 2 of 3 to the Diamondbacks. But yeah, they're playing a little bit better since they had that losing streak. But long season. They are 5th, but they're getting there. So 3 finals. Pirates 7, Rockies 2, Reds 15, Nationals 1, Mets 9, Tigers 4. 3 home teams winning already. Twins up on the Marlins, top of 8th. That's the next one closest to scoring. And the Brewers are up 7-0 on the Padres. 7-1 Mariners on the Astros. Only road team ahead. A's up 1-0 early on the Cardinals. Yeah. Yep, I hear you. Yep. Well, I hope your mom feels better, Chance. Sorry about that. Yes, 3 hours and about 15 minutes. That's right. Thanks, Swaggy. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Enjoyed our chat. Thank you for being here. Yes, chat was exceptionally good today. What else can I say? That was a very good chat. Yeah, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. Yes, thank you. Very kind of you, Kieran. Very kind of you, Chance. Thanks, Swaggy. Thank you again, Dr. Delay. Thank you, Kieran. I think I said thank you, Kieran. Again, thank you, Dr. Delay. Thank you, Dr. Delay subscribers for also supporting this channel. All right, so I don't think I did this. Tigers 4, Mets 9, final. I need to get additional food here. All right. Like and subscribe if you haven't already before you head on out. follow on Twitch if you happen to have a Twitch account. Same stream, but it is faster and commercial free. Ewing made his debut on Tuesday. He was 3 for 9 in the series, 2 for 4 today, a single and a home run. Wow. All right. Yep. All right. Thanks, Karen. I think that's where we'll leave it. Thank you all once again. I do appreciate it. Sin Bin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the best. Until next time, take care, be well, and have a great afternoon. Hope to see you tonight for hockey. Until then, take care. Bye-bye for now.